Hey guys, Brad here, and I'm going to be sharing a little bit of time with you guys today on some things that I've been noticing with my clients over the past couple of days and weeks. So obviously we're going into the end of the year. A lot of people are, really excited for 2020. Maybe they've had a good year. Maybe they've not had the best year possible, but they're looking for the new opportunities, and they're feeling really distracted. Lots of things going on, not necessarily really sure where to put their most amount of focus. So I wanted to share with you a list of the top 5 things that the most successful healthcare business owners utilize and are consistent with throughout the year in order to give you a little more insight of maybe where you should be spending your time or your focus, especially in 2020. So if you've been a little bit distracted, not entirely sure where you should be focusing and whatnot, this is going to be a really good video for you to hone in on a couple things just to see where you are and maybe what we could be working over the next couple weeks in order to best prepare for 2020 and get you laser focused. So one of the most important things that I've seen is they work hard to be world-class at their craft. The top healthcare business owners are the best in their communities, and they're known to be getting the best results possible. Even in larger communities such as Toronto or New York or LA, they have some preeminence and people know who they are and the results that they get. They're constantly studying, learning, testing new things, and always trying to stay one step ahead of the competition and getting the best results possible for their clients. This is way bigger than you might think. The phrase good enough is good enough can work for a lot of things, but if you're talking about getting quality of your service, it doesn't work. Being good enough won't get you raving fans, and this is something that the best healthcare business owners really focus on becoming the best at. Amazing experience. The second thing is they over deliver on an extraordinary experience. The experience goes well beyond just the treatment, training, exercises, diet plans, whatever the service is that you're selling. But it's the experience of the complete relationship between the business and the client itself. From the beginning of the relationship, the top healthcare business owners set out to provide a completely unique experience than anyone else because they know that their clients will have experiences that may not have been as good in the past, or they've been missing out on certain things. And it can be something as small as giving individual attention to every single person who comes in. When you do that, and let's say you've got your front desk that's engaging your prospect or your client, you're giving them a little bit more service. You're starting to build that culture, and ultimately you're starting to create that family atmosphere. And that's what will keep people connected. Great businesses, they work hard to provide a great experience and build a great community and culture. So if you've been trying to grow your business for the past couple of years and not gotten quite the results you want, whether it's explosive growth or growing to a new location and whatnot, this may be an important factor to look into. Number 3 is a big one, and I will repeat this over and over again. You'll hear this in a lot of the videos and a lot of the calls that I have. And it's positioning yourself differently. Most of the top healthcare practitioners, they've taken control of a portion of a specific market. Most have simply positioned themselves and their business in a way that actually gets clients results and focuses on the outcomes instead of just throwing them on the table, listing and printing out a bunch of exercises, giving them a bunch of homework, and just letting them to go do it at home. They're actively involved in their clients' outcomes. The best way to position yourself differently is by actually getting better at something and consistently being able to prove it, along with knowing who your target client is and getting the right messaging and offers in front of those perfect ideal clients. Number 4 is they've turned an ordinary business into an extraordinary business. There's no shortage of clinics, practices, gyms, studios, and mobile, all that type of thing. Yet the elite healthcare business owners find a way to completely separate themselves through highly skilled work, an incredible service experience, better business systems, a super honed in message to a specific patient, and obviously top-notch marketing that goes in and ties everything together. They go above and beyond to focus and provide an individualized experience and a relentless pursuit for their clients to be super successful. And that's absolutely critical. There's a lot of people who get into marketing and they throw up a specific message, but they don't necessarily have the skill sets to get a world-class result for their clients. So my question for you is, what can you do that the rest of businesses are unwilling or unable to do, but yet you're able to incorporate that into your client success and get them the best results possible. And lastly, number 5 is they defy industry norms. Approaching things in the normal way will always yield a normal result. You can make a list of everything that the typical clinic or private practice owner does, and you find that the top healthcare business owners defy those norms regularly. For example, the average business herds people in without building any sort of relationship, without nurturing those prospects, often leaving them a little bit hopeless and not anywhere further along the path to getting results. If you take a little bit of time and look at what everyone else in the market is doing and identify a couple ways that you could be different and stand out with a focus on getting that right messaging to the right person and getting them the best possible results, you'll end up likely being way more successful. And the final tip here is they market consistently. Every one of the top healthcare business owners has multiple marketing campaigns and strategies running all of the time, both online and offline media sources. I find and generally recommend that the marketing strategies should be aimed at having around 6 to 7 at all times. This might be Facebook digital ads, Google AdWords, joint ventures, reactivation, referral campaigns, direct mail newspaper, and so on. There's a lot of different variations. We go through a little bit in our modules at planning out what times of the year are best for specific campaigns and what the purposes behind each one are. The main thing is that you want to be consistent with your marketing. Don't run Facebook ad for 2 weeks and say it didn't work. You've got to look at your strategy and you've got to have that thing running for you all the time. That's really where you're going to be able to stand out. So my question is, how many of the above are you using right now, and where do you need the most amount of help? Make sure we get you on the right path. Hopefully this video was helpful, and let me know what you guys want to hear about next. Thanks.